Hey, greetings everybody, and welcome to another edition of Jamie's Journeys, and coming to you from one of my favorite cities in the world, that being Beijing, China. You know, I've been traveling for a long time, and if I think about the cities and countries that have changed in the time, say 25 years that I've been traveling, China, without a doubt, number one. But a fascinating place. In our journeys, we're going to start off here in the Forbidden City, and this city, just over 600 years old. It was built in the early 1400s, about 1405. Took 14 years to build, and is 2 kilometers from one end to the other. They say in that 14 years that it took to build, over 1 million people worked to build and create this. Of course, the former residence of the emperors of China. It is one spectacular place. So we're going to show you some of the sites and buildings here, and then we're going to take you to some other spots. We plan to take you to the Great Wall, do a little climbing there, maybe get up and show you a little Tai Chi in the morning, possibly the Summer Palace, and who knows what else. So anyway, glad you're with us, and thanks for joining us on another Jamie's Journeys. All right, well, behind me, you can see where we are now at the Great Wall. There's actually 5 different areas in this section of China where you can actually climb the Great Wall, where it's really accessible to tourists. And this, to me, I've been to a couple different locations. This is quite dramatic. So we're gonna put our walking shoes on and head up and see how far we can go in about an hour and 15 minutes. So let's give her a go. We're only just beginning the climb. Long way to go. You made it 40 minutes to the top. She's barely even.
Beat red.
She's barely even sweating too. Come on, I'll carry you down. Good job. Let's continue on. Oh, that's a quack quack jiao. Quack quack jiao. Well, this Great Wall of China extends about over 2,700 miles. Now, just think about that if you live in the United States. That's like to Nevada from New York. That's amazing. And we just have a little part of it. This part is actually about 600 years old and was built during the Qing Dynasty. This wall was built over a period overall of about 2,000 years. Historians recollect, when you think of all the people it took to build this, they say probably totaled somewhere in the vicinity of 6 million people. Already I'm beginning to understand that. That's a lot. Looks like no more stairs. That makes it even easier. Unless it's slippery. Hey, by the way, Diana, are we ever gonna use this? Why am I carrying it? Amazing structures here, or I guess they're like guard houses. You see the walls. One side of the wall is higher than the other side, and that's no problem. And that's because on one side of the wall, the higher side of the wall, that was the Mongolian side. The territories have since changed, of course, to the boundaries, but that was to keep the Mongolians out. And on the other side are the Chinese territories. But dramatic views from these guardhouses. Mama hoo. Mama hoo. Yeah. Crazy. Oh, almost there. All right, we had to hustle, but we made it. We made it to the end. So dramatic. I tell you, we hardly even sweat. We're not even thirsty. We're not even tired at all. Oh, okay, maybe a little thirsty. But it's fantastic. It's beautiful here. Got to come and do it. Great Wall of China. Fantastic. Kwa kwa jiao. Kwa kwa jiao. Well, we just made it down, and I tell you, we had an hour and a half to get up and back, or climb as far as you want. We did climb to the end, of course, and we did stop and take a lot of shots along the way. So we kind of dallied up, but coming back, we literally sprinted down the hill. But we made it, no twisted ankles or broken legs, but an hour and a half to get up and back, yeah, it's definitely doable. A little harder on the knees as you come down. Anyway, this is by the way, we're at the part of the wall called Chongping. And again, it's of the 3 different parts of the wall I've visited. I truly like this best. There's 2 other sections that I haven't seen. I don't know, maybe those are better, but this is really cool. Anyway, from the Great Wall, we're gonna go on to our next destination. Well, good morning. It's about 7 o'clock, and we thought we'd come out to the Jingshan Park. Jingshan Park. I think I said that right. Because we thought we could see some early morning Tai Chi and kind of see people working out in the city. So it's a beautiful setting. So we're gonna just have a little walk around. Come on. Well, it didn't take us long to find a group not doing Tai Chi, but they're being leader-led somehow for exercises. They're all right now rubbing their knees and I guess getting the circulation going, a little stretching. This is a delightful, delightful park. I would say especially this time in the morning, probably even earlier. You can get up to come here. Really nice. Well, we just started up the stairs to go to another place, and they started chanting, doing these, I don't know, they're all chanting and singing in unison. And I think we might have got a little bit of it, but this is great. Look at the age of these people. Is this anything you would see back in the United States? You never see this. There's got to be 100 of these people just in this little area. There's more still going on there, but I love the chants. That was great. You do this every day?
Yes, I do this. This is our master.
He's your master. Do you call this Tai Chi?
No, not Tai Chi. This is we call it good health.
Good health?
Good health.
Yeah. This is so nice to see.
Touch the point of view. The point. You know, point.
Yeah?
We have point. You want to touch point.
Okay, these are healthy points? So these to bring healthy points? Yeah? Yeah.
How many foreign languages can you speak?
None.
You better learn some Chinese.
I think you're right.
We have a large population.
A lot of population.
We have larger territory than yours.
And big economy.
Yeah.
This young man is 86. Yeah.
I was born in 1923.
Well, we don't really know much. Let me correct that. We really don't know anything about the park we're at this morning. We'll try and get some more information later, but there's a sign here that talks about the spot of the last emperor of the Ming Dynasty, where in 1644, he and his eunuch both hanged themselves right above these rocks at this spot. Well, we walked a little bit further and we find more of the story of how Emperor Shangzhen hanged himself. And there's actually some other boards with some other historical events that related to this area. But since we talked a little bit about this, I thought I'd read it for us. In the 17th year, during the reign of Emperor Shangzhen in the Ming Dynasty, Li Shizeng led 400,000 peasant uprising troops to siege Beijing, the capital of the Ming Dynasty. At noon of March 17th of the Chinese calendar, the peasant troops began to attack the city. The next day, Li Shizeng dispatched his messengers to persuade the emperor to abdicate and surrender to the peasant troops. However, Emperor Shangzhen scolded the messengers and gave a decree to fight to the death. Taking advantage of the messages, the emperor appointed some eunuchs to escort the crown prince out of the city and find a safety place. And then he forced the empress to commit suicide and killed several of his imperial concubines and daughters with his own hands. Aware that it was dawn soon, Emperor Shangzhen struck a bell by himself so as to call his ministers to discuss countermeasures in the imperial court. But none of them, whether civil or military, appeared. Deep in grief and indignation, Emperor Shangzhen fled out of the forbidden city and climbed up to Jiangshan Hill in despair. Within the very forbidden city, both the shouts of the peasant troops and the boom of guns were deafening, whereas the emperor had only a single squire, a eunuch named Wang Shangeng, in his company. The emperor bit his finger to write down the last decree with his own blood on a piece of his clothes. He wrote, "Both morally and physically unworthy, I have caused the rebels to siege the very capital. I blame only my ministers who caused troubles to me. Now I have no face to meet my ancestors underground. So I take my imperial crown off and cover my face with my hair. I leave my body to be insulted, wishing they hurt no civilians." And then he hanged himself at the foot of Jiangshan Hill. Fascinating story. Well, this is the last stop on our journey, and we're actually at the Summer Palace. Now, in China, there's two main palaces: the Winter Palace, which is actually the Forbidden City, and the Summer Palace, which is right here, set on beautiful Kunming Lake, a place where you can have a stroll. You can go for a boat ride. You can walk under the longest covered bridge, or covered walkway, I should say, in the world. The Summer Palace dates back to the 12th century and is the oldest and the largest of China's imperial palaces, and was refurbished in 1750. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed your journey with us on Jamie's Journeys, and I hope that you come and you travel with me again. Thank you.